It is Monday, August the 25th of 2025. My name is Tom, and welcome to your AmCon Daily Brief. When the evacuation notice comes, will you see it as a warning or just another headline? As we're heading into the heart of hurricane season, this week's message will be timely for many of you, but just because you may live outside Hurricane Alley doesn't mean you don't need to be prepared for a hasty evacuation. Just ask the folks from Roseland, Louisiana, Napa County, California, or Garfield and Rio Blanco counties in Colorado. All of these locations experienced mandatory evacuation orders this month. So, wherever you live, stay tuned and listen up. First, let's get you up to speed with the latest from your ASAT team and the Daily Sit Rep.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for August the 25th, 2025. Up first today, experts are raising alarms about a terrifying rise in motive-free violence across the United States. This phenomenon, known as nihilistic violent extremism, involves attackers motivated by a hatred of society who commit random acts of violence without clear targets or motives. This unpredictability erodes the sense of safety in public spaces nationwide. Authorities urge everyone to maintain heightened situational awareness, especially in areas they frequent. Turning now to a serious warning for seniors, the FBI has highlighted a large-scale scam that is draining retirement funds through a sophisticated AI-driven three-phase scheme. The scam involves imposters posing as tech support, financial institutions, and U.S. government agents who convince victims to grant remote access to their computers and transfer money to fraudulent accounts. Families are encouraged to discuss these risks with their elderly relatives to help protect them. Meanwhile, international security concerns grow as China advances its military capabilities, presenting the most significant challenge to the United States in generations. The Chinese People's Liberation Army is rapidly expanding its arsenal, including missiles, warships, and cyber forces, with readiness to act as soon as 2027. Experts urge rapid U.S. action to address this growing asymmetry and prepare for potential infrastructural disruptions fueled by advancements in technology and artificial intelligence. On the home front, wildfires in California and Oregon continue to threaten thousands of homes. In Oregon, the flat fire has expanded to nearly 34 square miles and put approximately 4,000 homes under evacuation warnings or orders. In California's Napa County, the picket fire is 11% contained, forcing hundreds of residents to evacuate. Hot and dry conditions, combined with increasing winds, are exacerbating the fire risk. Residents in affected regions should stay informed and prepared for evacuations. Finally, civil unrest remains a concern across the country, with several protest events planned. Public safety officials advise maintaining situational awareness while attending public gatherings, knowing your exits, and reporting any suspicious activity to local authorities and the ISAT team. Today's weather highlights include excessive rainfall threats across parts of the Southwest, flash flooding concerns in Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas through Wednesday. A dangerous heat wave persists in the Pacific Northwest, raising wildfire risk, while a cold front is bringing unseasonably cool temperatures to much of the central and eastern U.S. Be alert, especially if you're in the fire-prone western regions. Looking ahead on the AmCon calendar, several events are scheduled within the next week. On August 27th, a hands-on training session on treatment of fractures, dislocations, and sprains will be held in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. From September 12th to 14th, the North Regional Campout, Training, and Adventure Challenge will take place in Central City, Iowa. On September 13th, the Broward County, Florida chapter will host a monthly meetup focused on outdoor skills in Sunrise, Florida. Members can access the American Contingency Members-Only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis ready.
It's a regular, normal Monday afternoon. The forecast had been calling for heavy rain for days, but nobody seemed too worried about it. Then, at 2:35, the county issues a voluntary evacuation order. Now the neighborhood is split. On the one side, a few families are frantically loading up cars, calling relatives, and double-checking routes. Across the street, others are lounging in lawn chairs, shaking their heads and saying, "They're always overreacting. Nothing's going to happen here." You and your family are caught in the middle. Do you start preparing to leave, or do you wait and see? This is the moment where mindset determines outcome. Normalcy bias is the first threat. Our brains want to believe that life will continue as usual. It's comfortable to dismiss an evacuation notice as just another false alarm, until it isn't. By the time danger is visible from your driveway, your options have diminished dramatically. Practicing a preparedness mindset means making the call early. Leaving while it's still voluntary gives you more routes, less traffic, and safer choices. Waiting until it's mandatory means you're moving on someone else's timetable, not your own. Leadership shows in clarity. Family, friends, even neighbors look to someone who is willing to make a clear decision and stick with it. That doesn't mean panic. It means calmly saying, "We're going now. Here's why. Here's what happens next." That clarity reduces stress for everyone around you. Preparedness isn't about predicting every crisis perfectly. It's about recognizing when the signal comes and acting while you still have choices. So here's your challenge. Look up your local evacuation zones. Whether you're in hurricane country, wildfire territory, or flood-prone areas, most counties have public maps available. Do you know if your home is in a zone that might be evacuated? Share that information with one family member today. Tomorrow we're going to dig into the next step, not just deciding to go, but how ready your family really is when the first bags have to hit the car. Thanks for listening to today's Daily Brief. If you're already a member, make sure to check out today's resources on the members-only platform, your AmCon phone app, or the Acid ID app. If you're not a member yet, head over to AmericanContingency.com to join the network and begin building your resilience today. My name is Thom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.